Hello. Hello, y'all. Whoever might show up. I got tired of being in the house, so I said, Terry, let's get out of the house for a little bit. I think I've been out of the house a bunch today, but I had been in there getting some foods cooked for tomorrow. Boil some chicken so I can make some dressing. Might even make some dumplings if I hear my sister didn't get them made. But if she makes them, I'm going to ask her if she used my recipe. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? See if my sister uses my recipe. But no, we hadn't been. It's been a few days since we've come down here to the creek. I don't know. We ain't been down here since the last couple of rains, have we?
Probably not.
So the sun's still up there. So we got time to get out of the house for a few minutes. Hello, Marla. Marla says, hello, Rita and Terry. What you doing? We lost you. I know. I had to calm Terry down on that first one. I was about to stick the camera in his face and he almost chewed me out. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And I said, Terry, don't use those bad words. Hello, Linda Brookshire. Hi, Mary Webb. Hi, Kathy Jackson. Hi, Cheryl. I'm going to turn you around. We can see what's down here at the creek. Then this is where we're going. Right down here. Sun's not shining down here like it was. Still running pretty good, ain't it?
Well, it rained every other day.
Yes. You gonna be able to get your hay cutter across that?
I will one way or another.
Are you gonna drive across it today?
No.
Running too much?
It looks like about 2 or 3 foot deep.
Oh my. He's gotta drive his hay cutter. Well, you tell him what you gotta do. Here, you tell him what you have to do.
Let me get out of here first.
He's gotta get out of here. He's almost being cranky, ain't he? Let me get out too. And I brought a walking stick too. A hiking stick. I brought my hat too. I thought I might need my hat. But down here in the shade, we don't. Pretty good little ditch washed right there. It is. That the last heavy rain must have washed it out because it was. There was a log right over there.
Somebody's been down here playing.
Yes. I don't think you could drive across that.
There's Airhead up there. You gonna get it?
Is it one? Is that an Airhead? What do you guys think? Is that a leaf or an Airhead? I think it's a leaf. Look, I'm gonna make it go away. That's a leaf. That's no Airhead, Terry. What about right there? What's that?
Another Airhead.
What is that?
I just wanted to get your feet wet.
Well, I'd have to pull off my shoes. I'm going to wear these shoes tomorrow and I don't want to get them wet. What's that, another leaf?
That's about 20 foot deep right there.
Well, wait out there, isn't it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Kim. Hello. Who else did I miss? Going to have to do something before you get across that.
No, I'll pull in here and I'll swing up that way sometime.
Go up there and go across?
I'll have to come from over there. I'll come down and then turn up the creek and cross down here and over the side.
That little pool over there is pretty deep, isn't it? Look at that rock. That's got some kind of iron in it, don't it? Look at that.
What are you looking at?
We're just looking. Terry asked what we was looking at. We're just looking. Wonder if that water's cold. You think the water's cold?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm wading out there, I'm going to pull off my shoes. And there's handcrafted by Jackie. I think the water's cold too. But there's been a few airheads found down here if you wade out there in it. And who we got? Hello, Glenda. Glenda's here. See if I can. Oh, there it goes. Here, you hold this. I'm gonna pull off my shoes. Don't let my phone fall in the water,
Well,
okay?
now, I don't know nothing about this stick.
Just don't let my phone fall in the water.
We'll get,
Yeah. You can't come to the creek and not go in the water. It's not that bad. You can turn it around this way.
might fall in the water.
It's not that bad.
Well, I ain't pulling my boots off.
You're not? Well, it's kind of hard on your feet, though. Put it in that. The kids would have fun down here, though, wouldn't they? You're supposed to read the chat.
I can't see that.
You guys can't see the chat. His eyes are not good.
That's too little.
His eyes are bad. His hearing's bad. His hips bad.
I'm bad.
He's bad. He can be good as gold, and he can be an old fart. You know that? Sometimes you have to handle them with silk gloves. Is that right?
No.
Yes, that is right.
Find a leaf.
It's some piece of no, it's a piece of metal. I think
Well,
it's
that'd be
old
good on your foot.
Huh?
That'd be good for your foot.
I think it's old rusty metal. Yeah, that'd be hard on my foot, wouldn't it? Deeper. Still not deep enough to swim in yet.
I bet it is up there.
That is up there too. I wish y'all was here to play with me. We'd have fun. Sometimes you just can't sit in the house and cook and sew all the time. You gotta come to the creek and play. That right, Terry.
What, you can't sit on the couch and talk on the computer all day?
I know some people that do that.
Yeah, I do too. Or did. Maybe you should say did.
Did? Real exciting, ain't it? The water does feel good though, but the rocks are not good on my tender feet.
Gets a little hotter, I'm gonna bring a bar of soap down here one evening.
Are you?
Yeah.
And take a bath in the creek?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear what he said? Say it loud so they can hear you. You mumbled and they can't hear you.
You can take a bath in the creek.
He gonna come take a bath in the creek, guys. You want to see it on the video?
Be the last one you make.
Oh, that really would make you mad at me, wouldn't it? I'm gonna wait over there.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, I hope we don't drop this in the water.
Don't drop it in the water. See, he won't come in the water with me, so you guys need to come and walk with me. Because he won't pull off his boots or his blue jeans and come play with me. Let's come down here some night and build a fire and roast some hot dogs, okay? Want to do that?
Skeeters eat you up.
That's true too. I've got to go back home and cook. You know that? Who's going to make chicken and dressing for the family reunion if I don't get it done?
Ain't gonna be me.
Ain't going to be you?
Wouldn't nobody eat it.
I make good chicken and dressing. I do. I got my cornbread made, got my chicken boiled.
Turn the stove off.
I did because I checked the stove twice because I've been known to go off and leave things on. I can be kind of scatterbrained. I don't have toenail polish on. All right, turn the camera that way.
No, I want to see you
Turn
climb
the
out.
camera that way.
No.
Camera that way.
I want them to see you climb out.
Camera that way. Okay, he turned the camera. Camera that way.
Well, you didn't say leave it.
Leave it over there. Walk over there and show them that water over there.
I don't want to walk.
You don't want to walk?
Had enough of that for today.
Those rocks are harder out here than what they are in the water.
Even the water's been soaked up.
They're softer than these. Let me go over in this sand.
Oh, you want it back?
I've got it back.
Don't drop it on the rocks.
Okay, I'll try not to drop it on the rock. Well, we're going to go back and check them guineas. Marta won't know if the guineas went to bed. Did guineas go to bed?
Them probably not.
I told him we're probably going to catch them and put them upstairs in that little building or something. We'll get them tonight. Do you think?
Could be.
Probably be good to get your feet wet. Been a long time since you played in the creek. And I don't like to play in deep water. Put my shoes in there. I'm not putting them back on. I'm not putting them on. I'm going to go barefoot. I don't wear shoes if I don't have to. Okay, come over here, Terry, and stand by me just a minute. Right beside me. Right beside me. Come here. I'm turning around. They're going to see us. Come here. Come here. Come here. That's my better half.
Ain't much to look at.
You're making me look short.
It's 'cause you are.
All right, let's talk just a minute. Yeah. Let's see. You're making me laugh so hard I'm not catching my breath. Linda Brookshire thinks we're funny.
Crazy, maybe.
We put up with each other's craziness for a long time. Yes. Awesome couple. Well, we fuss and fight, don't we?
Yeah.
You do. I have to spoil him or he's not easy to get along with, guys. Is that right?
No.
Yes. I had to spoil him. When they're looking at us, I can't show them that awesome little, how green it is over there.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Y'all rather look at us or you want to look at the trees over there? Which would you rather look at? We're not much to look at, you know. You're not.
I'm fixing to sit down.
You're not. I'm making him stand. We're not much to look at.
This time of day, my leg goes to hurting.
Oh, he. Okay, I'm turning you around. How tall is Mr. Terry? He used to be 6'4", but I don't think he's that tall anymore. They asked how tall you were.
Can't measure straight no more.
He don't stand up straight enough to see how tall he is. Look at all that junk. Show them what all that junk you got in there.
This ain't my hat.
Well, I brought it because I thought the sun was shining.
Take them tools out, I won't be able to find them again.
And look over there. He expects me to put my feet down there where there's no place to put my feet. There's not. How am I supposed to ride with him when there's no place to ride?
You rode over here.
I did. Let me turn back around. When we used to go on dates, you know where I'd sit, guys? You probably did too. I'd sit right there next to him. Y'all remember doing that? You'd sit right there in the middle of the seat, but beside your boyfriend, wasn't you? Get on the hood. Paul says I could get on the hood. I couldn't get up there. You'd have to put me up there. Terry'd have to lift me up there, Paul. I couldn't jump that high. What's something after you?
Skeeters.
But Skeeter after you? He thinks the Skeeter's after him. There we are.
Getting loaded up. Let's get out of here.
I'm sweating.
Yeah,
It's hot.
Humid.
Maybe I better go back and get more wet in the creek. Need to bring my bathing suit next time.
I got mine with me.
You ever been skinny dipping?
Yeah.
You did? You been skinny dipping?
Yeah.
I'd never been skinny dipping. He just told me he'd been skinny dipping. Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
It's dark.
It was dark. Wasn't you afraid a snake could be there? Was it in the creek?
Nah.
Where was it at?
It's in the creek.
Well, was you afraid a snake would come
No.
swimming up in the dark?
No.
No?
Snakes ain't never bothered me much.
I don't like snakes. Don't. Oh, am I leaning on you?
Yeah. Too hot for such.
Too hot to lean on him, he says. Well, tell him some kind of story before we go.
I ain't got one tonight.
He don't have no stories tonight. Linda says she loves us both so much we make her day. I'm telling you, Linda, I fuss with him sometimes. I don't always get my way. I don't. I don't get my way all the time. We have to compromise. Maybe that's why we get along, because we kind of compromise. And I don't see y'all chatting. You're just sitting, y'all are just listening to us if I still have a signal over here in the woods. I'd like to go back there.
Grass is too tall. Waller my hay down.
Could we go up to that long field?
Well, we go up there and look. I ain't driving out in it.
Okay, hold this while I mosey around and get back in. I gotta move really slow because these rocks are hard on my feet. Oh.
You get your stick?
No, I gotta get my stick. I'm a good man. If I can find a place to get. There's my stick. You got your stick?
Yeah.
Where'd you put your stick?
In the back.
Let me see. I can't read. Terry, you're able to cut hay soon.
I can do that sitting down.
He says he can do that sitting down, Marla, but it's been too much rain. He can't get cured, so he hadn't started cutting yet. And it's going to rain again in the morning.
Yeah, at least.
Fields. Well, are the fields drying out any? No.
Really?
Not really. What did I do? Did I mess that up? Sometimes I do something to the screen and I don't know what to push to fix it.
Yeah, I missed my turn.
Let me show them that down in there. Well, all I see is the hood of the truck, and I'm not on it. And he's turning around. That's where we were, right down there. I'm hot.
Roll your window down.
All right, I'm gonna roll my window down. Don't you have air conditioning? The sun's not down, but it's behind that cloud, isn't it?
Yeah, it ain't long nor it will be.
No. I don't know what time it is. What time is it?
15 to 8.
15 to 8. Well, I've run out of any topics to talk about. We're just going to ride along in silence for a few minutes. Sometimes when we do a live stream, I just try to chatter too much, I think. Don't I?
Yeah.
You want me to be quiet? You want me to be quiet? No? Which one you going to cut first when you do get to it?
Well, over here I'll have to cut back there.
Back there first before you get to this one.
Well, if I don't, I'll waller hay down getting over here.
There's a hay meadow back on the back of the creek, backside of the creek, and then here's this one needs cut. And back where the cows are, there's a hay meadow. What am I making for dessert? Well, you know, I think I'm going to make like a little easy cheesecake pie type thing. I want to do one of them that I did a few weeks ago for the girls with the bananas in the bottom and then the blueberry on the top. I think that'll be good and it'll be easy. Marta sent me a recipe. But that's past time to cut it, but you can't get out there in it.
Well, I could get over this one pretty easy, but I can't get to it.
Okay. We're going backwards. Says, I love how Rita says, Meta, the meta. Okay, it's a, you say, hey, how do you say it, Terry?
Hey, matter.
He says, hey, matter. We're kind of country, you know that? Just a little bit. Used to stay, let me get where I can read that. Used to stay outdoors all the time, but now I hardly go out the door. But you know, we need fresh air outside sometimes. You're just about to get me with that. Look at that.
I'm in the same track I was coming in. It didn't get you a while ago.
That was just about to get me. It was coming in the window on me. In the window. I need to try to talk better. Now where you going? He's back, still backing up. The wasps get you when you go out. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Mosquitoes get me. I tell you that, and ticks. I got a tick off me yesterday. I don't like ticks or skeeters, but we have them. Okay, we're going back out. I'm not ready to go home.
Yeah, you are.
No,
You said you had to go cook.
I'm not ready to go home yet.
She said you had to go cook.
I don't, but it'll be, the chicken's still too hot to handle. I can let that chicken cool a little bit longer. And let's see, Linda, let me get where I can read that, Linda. I grew up with a cornfield on the right, a hayfield across the road, and a cow pasture on the left. Played in the creek out back. That sounds like the kind of life kids need to grow up with, Marla, don't it? My grandkids are out in the country, but they stay in the house too much. The little boys do, don't they, Terry?
Yeah.
Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Let me show them these. Look at, can you see them? All them, they're not ripe, but it's the blackberries. But boy, they're little old bitty things. It'd take forever to pick any blackberries, wouldn't it? There's one over there that might be starting to turn. Why are they so little bitty?
Oh, poor ground, I guess.
Well, growing up as a kid, we used to pick a lot of wild blackberries. Go get an ice cream cone someplace. That's what Marta says. I think that was Marta that said that. What state are y'all in? We're in Arkansas. In the foothills of the Ozarks. Not in the flatland of Arkansas, but in the hills. When he hits a bump, I can't read. Oh, I love blackberries. Asked you about them the other day. Blackberry cobbler. Yeah, but them blackberries you buy in town so much bigger than these blackberries. Them little old wild ones. I'm going out to the highway. Let's see. Glenda says my fig tree is full of figs. And you hit a bump about the time I was trying to read that. Hope they don't fall off. Trying to read it and it bounces and I can't see it. And he's not slowing down so I can read. Stop here so I can read just a minute.
I will when I get to the highway.
He says he'll stop and let me read when he gets to the highway. Okay, my fig tree is full of figs. Hope they don't fall off like they did last year. Beautiful. I'm in Tennessee. Taz is. Yes, I was out there some time ago on our way to Tennessee. I deliver just waited at the corner. I'll bring the ice cream truck. Paul, bring the ice cream truck. There's slow down. I'm showing that road sign. See, that's the kind of roads we have here. See that one? Big old white puffy cloud right there ahead of us. And for you guys coming to the family reunion tomorrow, this is where it's at. We're going to have the family reunion right there at that community center. Don't be late if you want some of the dressing. I sent Terry down in them weeds one time. You remember that time I sent you down in them weeds?
Yeah.
You remember what you got for me down there?
Weeds.
There was some jewel weed growing down there, and he went down there and picked me some. You better stop. Yeah, everybody wants ice cream, Paul. You're going to cut that one too, aren't you?
Yeah.
You really, really are behind. You're really behind on hay cutting.
Yeah.
We used to have, we were contract poultry growers, and that's the long barns up there, down there. But there's no more chickens in there. 450 foot long, wasn't they?
Yep.
Full of chickens.
Full of laying hens.
Laying hens.
That's worse than chickens.
That's worse than chicken. It is.
Let's see where your guineas is at.
Yeah, he wants to check on the guineas. There 10 of them at $4.50. It was still $45 worth of guineas, wasn't it? And I'd hate to leave the farm for just a little bit and come back and be no more guineas the first few hours they've been here. The mud hole. We just drove through a mud hole. Rita, you have a lot of, do you have a lot of raccoons? You've had raccoons get in the feed down there before, hadn't you?
Yep.
And possum, one night, I wasn't sleeping real good one night, and Heidi wanted to go out, and there was a possum on the porch. It just looked up up at me. I didn't get it, though. I wasn't going to.
You should have relocated it.
That's your job, to relocate raccoons and possums. You still see your guineas?
Yeah, they're wandering around in there.
You going to count them?
I doubt if you can do that.
Bobcats? We've seen, not recently, but we have seen bobcats, haven't you?
They some around.
We don't see them much right in here close, but there are bobcats. Once or twice in the past, there's been bear come through that the neighbors have seen. We've not seen them, but the neighbors have. We're going to go see the guineas now. Coyote, all right. Coyote?
Oh, yeah.
Say that word for him. Say it.
Coyote!
And you got that coyote hunter that's coming around, though.
Well, he says he is. I ain't seen no coyote yet.
And those wild hogs, they're terrible. Feral hogs. Talk about them a minute.
They tear up your fields.
They're
They'd probably do away with a baby calf.
They're dangerous too.
Well, if you make one mad. Oh.
Okay, let me turn you around and we'll get out, okay? There. Let's see all that junk down there? Nope. No place in my shoes. I don't have my shoes on. We just country folk around here. You got your stick?
It's in the truck.
Need to leave it in there now.
They don't know where to go.
You're going to have to help them. Hello, Meadow Sweet Farm. Where's that bird? Y'all hear that bird? Oh, they're running to the back. They all went up to the front now. He's trying to get them in the little upstairs there. Right? Oh, there goes one. Well, I thought it was going to go up. Well, two come out. They went in, then they come back out. Come walking down that ramp. Walked down it faster than they went up it. They need to go in there. Terry's afraid something will catch them tonight if they don't go in their little house.
They come back down.
Some of them did, yeah. There's a whole bunch of them over here. Let me. Yeah, they go part of the way and then they come back down. A little higher every time, though.
Let me go get a bigger light.
Y'all tired of watching us try to get these guineas in? Y'all have any bunnies? No, we don't have any bunnies. You know, we got some a rooster down at the hen house called a naked neck, and that's the ugliest old rooster. I don't know how patient we'll have to be for them to go in. This is not getting my cooking done, is it? But it's just relaxing time for us. It's okay to just relax and not be all stressed out about having to cook something. I found me a chair. So see, I'm in my chair. And Terry's over there putting a bigger light in the guinea pen. You might have to put them in my hand. I know we might, but I don't know if we could catch them or not. They're pretty spry little boogers. Turn you back around. Are they going up? Don't think so. I know he's the chicken whisperer, isn't he? That's funny. We don't want him to get caught tonight. I bet he stays out here until he gets them in there tonight, don't you guys? Wonder if I could make this thing stand up. I'm gonna try. Now, you might fall over, but I've got you standing up. I don't think they're going in, do you? Michael's bought Joanne's. And hello, farm wife. Terry's leaning up against the truck over there. I'm gonna have to go in the house. Can't have nothing around here no more. Too many wild animals now. I'm afraid something will get these things tonight if we don't do something with them. Coming back over here. Okay. I gotta I gotta go in the house. I gotta go in the house. You're gonna have to stay here and play with the guineas.
No,
You can come back out in a little bit.
that's right there is where they'll be probably.
Well, but my chickens do not wanting to go in. They just run by again. Right back here in this corner. Start catching them. Want me to get a box and we run them into a box?
Yeah, maybe just take her chances.
hunkered down there under that ramp. Okay, I'm sitting. You're leaving, and I still hadn't left. You tell them we're going. Tell them we're going. That she's gonna turn it off.
She's leaving.
Terry said I was leaving, so I'll see you guys. Bye.